Some handguns stand out by a big margin against the market competition, all thanks to their distinctive features and reliability. Today we bring you 7 handguns that are a must-buy for everyone. Number 7. Glock 19, $600. The Glock 19 was not the first pistol Glock produced, but it has gone on to become the most popular model in their lineup, and is arguably the best Glock 9mm handgun. It's one of the most versatile models that functions perfectly as a concealed carry and a home defense handgun. While it's no pocket pistol, the Glock 19 is a compact pistol with a 4.01-inch barrel and a total length of 7.36 inches. The semi-auto Glock 19 features a polymer frame that reduces the weight significantly, which gives you a loaded weight of 30.18 ounces. The Glock 19 holds a total of 15 9mm rounds, but can accept 17 and 33 round Glock mags as well. The Glock 19 has an integrated Picatinny rail for the attachments of flashlights, lasers, and other Glock 19 accessories. It has been widely adopted by police and military forces across the world because of its reliability and simplicity. The Glock 19 is capable of operation in a wide variety of different environments and has succeeded across the world. It is a striker-fired weapon that doesn't feature an external hammer of any kind. This provides a consistent and crisp 5.5-pound trigger pull. The Glock 19's popularity has guaranteed that accessories and upgrades for it are abundant. The recoil is minimal and quite comfortable. The newest 4th-generation models come with interchangeable back straps that allow the user to tailor the grip to their hand sizes. The grip fills your hand very nicely and is quite comfortable. There is no manual safety on Glock pistols, but the firearm does have 3 separate safeties. This includes the most important trigger safety mechanism. This gives the user a simple and intuitive system that allows you to put rounds on target rapidly. All in all, the Glock 19 is a well-made, accurate, and extremely reliable pistol that can fill a lot of different roles. Number 6. Browning High Power, $1,500. The Browning High Power makes its way onto the list by being way ahead of its time. Used by more than 90 countries worldwide, the High Power was one of the first Wonder 9s. Wonder 9s being a term applied to 9mm handguns with a high mag capacity. The Browning High Power was developed in the 1920s. It was a John Browning project originally, but he passed before it was finished. FN did move forward to complete one of the most iconic handguns in the world. More than once it was on both sides of a foreign war. The High Power is still a very popular firearm. The single-action only trigger is a throwback to the classic 1911 design. It's light, smooth, and breaks evenly. The reset is very short as well as tactile and audible. The steel frame is an excellent example of why steel frames are still viable. It's strong but light and makes the weapon thinner overall. The comfort in the hand is top-notch and by far one of the most ergonomic designs. The High Power served as an inspiration for the CZ75, another best 9mm handgun on today's list. The High Power has inspired dozens of different features on modern handguns, and that is why it sits comfortably on this spot. Number 5. CZ75B, $750. The CZ75 is one of the most interesting designs to come out of the Czech Republic. Many European firearm engineers have designed firearms that functioned with little regard to aesthetics or personality. The CZ75 is often considered the best CZ pistol because it combines function with form to make an effective and eye-pleasing firearm. What sets the CZ75 apart from the competition is the fact that the slide rails are inside the frame. This positions the bore much lower than an average handgun. This reduces muzzle flip and makes rapid fire easier to control and more accurate. The CZ75 is a name attached to a large family of pistols produced by CZ. Like the CZ SP01, this CZ 9mm handgun is still a CZ75, but it features a rail. You are well served by any design based on the legendary CZ75. The modern CZ75 is a favorite pistol across Europe for police and military forces. The weapons are also a favorite among competition shooters around the world. The CZ75 is a very smooth shooting pistol with very little recoil. The CZ75 features an all-metal frame that, while heavier, does absorb recoil more so than polymer frames. The weapon is hammer-fired and can be fired in a double or single action. The weapon can feature either a safety or a decocker depending on your personal choice. One of the best features of the CZ75 is its amazing ergonomics. It feels very natural in the hand, and the slim grip conceals a mag capable of holding 16 rounds of 9mm. The smooth trigger pull gives you a predictable and crisp break, especially in a single action. Its ability to holster easily also rivals the CZ's cousin, the 1911, with ease of carrying both IWB and OWB. But for those of you who like options, the CZ75 sells a conversion kit that transforms the pistol and allows it to shoot 22 LR ammunition, making this an extremely versatile handgun. The weapon is an excellent choice for home defense and competition. It is a bit large and heavy for concealed carry. The design lends itself well to speed shooting and heavy use. The CZ75 is a classic design that harkens back to the days of muscle cars and steel handguns. Number 4. S&W Shield, $500. The S&W Shield is an extension of the S&W military and police line. The Shield is unique because it is a single-stack firearm designed for concealed carry. The use of a single-stack mag makes the weapon easier to conceal carry by being lighter and thinner. Size-wise, the S&W Shield is small and lightweight and allows for extremely comfortable concealed carry. The short 3.1-inch barrel gives you a solid barrel length and good sight radius for a compact pistol. The overall length is only 6.1 inches and it weighs a mere 20.8 ounces. Even though it's a small pistol, you have the ability to carry 8 rounds in the mag and 1 in the chamber. This gives you enough capacity to deal with 99% of violent situations you may encounter as a concealed carrier. With the M&P Shield, you have the option to have safety or no safety. This option does give the users who prefer manual safety an option for a modern concealed carry pistol. The M&P Shield uses both a stainless steel barrel and slide material to resist rust and ensure durability over thousands of ammunition rounds. The M&P Shield is an easy shooting handgun, especially when you consider its small size and thin grip. The comfortable recoil makes follow-up shots very easy. This means accurate double taps are a breeze to make. The large 3-dot sights make getting on target an accurate and quick experience. These 3-dot sights are the same kind you'd find on a full-sized pistol. The bigger the sights, the easier it is to get on target and engage accurately. The M&P Shield is lightweight, easy handling, and comfortable to carry a handgun that has proved its place among the best concealed carry handguns. Number 3. Springfield XD-M Competition Series, $750. The Springfield XD series is one of the most versatile lines of handguns on the market. The XD-M line specifically offers a variety of features that makes it one of the best 9mm handguns. The Springfield XD-M series comes in a variety of different sizes, and specifically the 5.25-inch barrel competition model is certainly in the top 10 9mm. The 5.25-inch barrel gives you an excellent sight radius that helps make the weapon easier to shoot, especially at longer ranges. The XD-M competition model features a set of adjustable rear sights and an orange fiber optic front sight that is bright and easy to see. This bright front sight is incredibly easy to see in both day and low light situations. Right behind the front sight, you'll notice a section of the slide has been removed. This is known as a lightning cut, and it reduces the weight of the weapon and the weight of the slide. This reduced weight slide allows the weapon to cycle faster and reduce felt recoil from a lighter reciprocating slide. This makes shooting the weapon very comfortable for extended periods of time. Even if you aren't looking to jump into the competition world, the XD-M is an excellent choice for self-defense and home defense. The weapon holds 19 rounds of 9mm in its flush-fit mag. The Springfield XD-M Competition is a striker-fired weapon with a solid trigger pull. The reset is quite noticeable, and you both hear and feel the trigger reset. Out of the box, you'll notice outstanding accuracy, which is a big product of that match-grade 5.25-inch barrel. The XD-M is an amazing weapon, and for a full-sized polymer frame firearm, it is hard to beat. Number 2. SIG P226, $1,500. The SIG P226 is a legendary 9mm handgun. After barely losing to the Beretta M9 to become the U.S. military's sidearm of choice, it bounced back as the choice of the elite Navy SEALs. The SIG P226 is an all-metal frame, double or single-action semi-auto handgun. The SIG P226's all-steel construction makes recoil an absolute non-issue. The SIG P226 soaks it up like a champ and allows you to rapidly fire the weapon accurately. The SEALs recognized the potential for this weapon when they adopted it. Modern SIG P226s come equipped with a Picatinny rail to attach accessories, and some are now even coming from the factory with red dot sights installed. SIG has continued to update the P226 over the years, and keep it relevant for the tactical user. The SIG P226 does not rely on a manual safety, but relies on the long initial double-action trigger to prevent accidental discharges. The SIG does have a prominent decocker that allows you to lower the hammer safely and instantly and set the gun into double action. The weapons feel amazing in the hand, and both the double action and single action triggers are smooth and predictable. The single action is remarkably crisp and delivers a short and tactile reset. Reliability is off the charts, and the weapon is well known to work around the world, regardless of the harshness around it. The weapon is very accurate, and the excellent trigger contributes to the user's ability to hit the target. Most models come with SIG's excellent SIG Light Night sights, which are combat-oriented and effective regardless of the light level. The weapon can handle anywhere from 15 to 20 round mags to give the appropriate amount of firepower when needed. The SIG P226 is an outstanding combat handgun and will continue to serve far and wide. From the front lines to the guarding the front door, the SIG P226 has you covered. Number 1. Walther P99AS, $650. Walther is most famously known for providing James Bond's sidearm throughout the film and much of the book series. The Walther P99 served in several films with Bond and the company. Outside of the Bond films, the Walther P99 is easily one of the top 10 9mm handguns available today. The Walther P99 is a striker-fired handgun with unique action. Instead of a partially cocked striker, the Walther P99 uses a double and single action design. This is common with hammer-fired weapons, but certainly unique with striker-fired guns. This is one of the few striker-fired handguns that would allow the user to restrike if the round doesn't ignite immediately. The Walther P99 also has what is known as the anti-stress or AS trigger. The anti-stress trigger creates what is effectively a single-action, two-stage trigger. This allows you to carry the weapon in single action while reducing negligent discharges due to stress. The weapon can also simply be carried in double-action mode. Once the first shot is fired, the trigger will be a single action for all follow-ups. The single-action trigger is by far one of the most sensitive and lightest stock triggers we've ever felt. On top of the light and crisp single-action trigger, you get a rock-solid double action that is light, slightly long, but very consistent. The reset is about 1/8 of an inch. It seems as soon as you let go of the trigger, it's reset and ready to go. The Walther P99AS uses a polymer frame that reduces weight and makes the weapon comfortable to carry. The P99 also features a decocker button on top of the slide that is large and easy to use. The weapon's mag release is ambidextrous and is not the traditional push button. Instead, it is a lever placed on the trigger guard that is accessible by the thumb or trigger finger of the firing hand. It takes some training to do effectively, but once mastered can be quite fast and handy. The Walther P99AS is an interesting and unique design that gives users a modern 007 handgun. That's all for this video, folks. See you another time.